All right.
We talked about this last time. We don't really have an intro.
No, we
It's
don't.
just, it's just, here they are.
Yeah, here we
Ta-da!
are. Happy Happy Easter, JP.
Happy Hoppy Easter.
Are you doing anything?
Well, we'll probably do the old hunt for
The
not
hunt
Red
the
October,
I
but
was gonna say the hunt for Red October. That's
no, no, the hunt for Easter. We'll have to use like larger ones. Declan's a little young to be getting small ones, but we've got those like twist top. So we're gonna hide useful things inside because he'll just be excited about getting something out of an egg. It doesn't matter. So it'll be like, here's some socks, a face cloth. He'll be
those are
stoked.
those are fun things for a 1-year-old.
Almost two,
Oh, yeah.
but
Oh.
he loves it. This morning he was cleaning. For some reason, he loves to clean. It's not something that we've necessarily instilled in him, but anytime he spills like water on the floor, he'll run into the kitchen and grab the towel off of the stove and run back over and wipe it up.
You want to keep that work ethic. Um, keep it
Oh
going
yes, we
because
encourage it. Don't get me. We're never like, hey, stop. We're like, oh yeah, why don't you keep cleaning the rest of the kitchen?
get them drying dishes now.
Yep.
Build that habit up.
Yeah. Oh look, there's some stuff on the counter you can put in the dishwasher while you're over there. Thanks, buddy.
There you go. Yeah, that's awesome. Good habits young, like I say. My kids want nothing to do. Well, that's not true. They like to do dishes every now and then, not consistently. That's why you gotta work on the habit now.
He also, well, he helps with everything. Like he loves pushing the vacuum. He loves playing with the broom. We were outside the other day and he liked raking up the leaves that we left from fall and got covered in snow and we just raked up now. Yeah, it was good. I like having a little helper.
Do you guys have any snow left?
Yeah, we've got a bit in the backyard here. The spot, but kind of beside the fence where the shadow is all day.
So you're just gonna like chuck some white eggs in the snow and let them go at it?
Yeah, have at her, buddy. I think it'll be an indoor Easter egg hunt.
That makes sense. It's not. Oh, I almost dropped my BizDojo coffee mug there.
No. Well, that wouldn't be good.
Delicious. With my Cadbury cream egg creamer and Dojo dark roast. Quick little infomercial there. It's I think just in the part of the world we live in, it's very rarely like nice out on Easter. Like Easter should be in July. That's when that's when we should be doing it.
We can't move all of our holidays to the 3 months of the year that we're like, hey, this is great
Maybe
weather.
maybe just swap Canada Day for Easter, and then we could do outdoor, more
Well,
extravagant Easter egg
but
hunts.
Canada Day, like, I mean, you're
Fine, fine. Swap the August long weekend. Nobody even knows what that's for anyway.
okay, fair enough. Oh, I was gonna say though that like Canada Day, there's a lot of in Ontario at least. There's a lot of concerts. I
That's
mean,
fair.
not
And
this year,
and
but
fireworks and the
yeah,
whatnot. So I'm with you. Let's leave Canada Day alone. Hashtag leave Canada Day alone. And let's
we're
start a
gonna start.
petition
We're gonna start.
to swap Easter.
People are gonna start using "Leave Canada Day Alone" and not like they're just gonna make up stories about why that is. They want to move Canada Day? No way.
I
Hashtag
heard
Leave
it.
Canada Day Alone.
I heard it on a podcast. So let's just swap Easter for whatever the August long weekend is for, and I think it would be funner.
All right. But August long weekend's only one day. Do you? I guess it'd be good to have 2 days in August instead of one day.
I,
I like it.
Again, more useful to
Positive.
have the 4-day weekend in August.
What if we just add a day to the weekend in August and
And
leave Easter where it is?
just go hide chocolate Easter eggs just for fun,
Yeah,
I guess. Yeah, why not?
let's do it. I'm in.
All right, deal.
People are gonna come to my house sometime in August and be like, "Why are there chocolates all over? You guys don't clean up, or
Yeah, it's like the people that leave their Christmas tree up all year.
I got to take my Christmas lights down off the front of the
I was
house.
gonna say you still have your tree up.
No, the tree's
We're-
down, but Declan loves the lights, so we leave them up because in the morning when he's getting ready for school, sometimes he's not wanting to leave the house, and then we just say, "Do you want to see the lights?" And he gets all excited and wants to go outside. So it's of benefit for us to leave them up, but we are the house on the street who sometimes at 7 a.m. has their Christmas lights on.
We're in Q2 now. I don't know if you know this.
Shut it.
All right. So for those of you who tuned into this week's episode, we had some pretty awesome guests. Faisal Karmali and Dave Popowich came on and talked about their business partnership, which has spanned, I think, multiple decades, and it was pretty cool to get some insight into not only how to build a business, but how to build a successful partnership.
The Hemingway moment. I love the Hemingway moment. I don't know that we need to fly to Vancouver to do it, but I could certainly do with sitting down for some drinks and figuring out what we want to aspire to. I like that.
Yeah, I think, there's certain comments that pop up on, random episodes as we kind of go through, and this is one of those little nuggets that'll probably stick with us for a long time.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
They sound like they have so much fun doing it, and then you get, on the back end of it, you get to put your business cap on and come back in and look at things a little bit more reasonably and figure out what you could actually do or how you could actually attack something. Or you look at it and you go, we had too many Hemingways in that moment, and we're gonna axe that idea. But it's an interesting way to figure out where you want to take your business.
Yeah, and maybe we'll leave it there. A little teaser for folks.
If you haven't listened, go listen immediately.
Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, our website.
And if you listen on Apple Podcasts and you haven't yet, leave a review. It's as simple as clicking, hopefully the 5th star on the far right is the one you're clicking, but it's as easy as tapping that. And it helps us a lot.
I was trying to see how many reviews we have.
I think we have like 20-ish. We have 2 actual written reviews, I think, there, and then we have like 20-ish ranking reviews. Those
19 ratings. We're 5 out of 5. I don't know who this is. So Hutchison GDDF. This is an awesome podcast. The only business podcast I listen to because I'm not a business person, but all the lessons still apply. Interesting stories, real conversations, and fun hosts. Love it.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
It's Hutchison
GDDF.
Thank you, Hutchison.
And then we also got a simpler, well, that one was pretty simple, but we've also got from Travel Canada 9, keep up the good work, you guys rock. That's nice.
I like it.
Yeah, I think we do rock. Thank you, Travel Canada 9.
We've got a couple on some other sites as well, but the Apple ones help us the most. And between those and the ones on the other site and some of our listening stats and shares and whatnot, we've actually been in the top 100 podcasts, entrepreneur podcasts in multiple countries now. Canada being one, Japan, Australia, Spain, Norway.
And we've been downloaded in 22 countries and over 200 cities at this point. So that's pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty good.
I'm digging it.
I was trying to see if there's any comments on the Facebook.
We've got a 5 out of 5 rating on Facebook too. I don't know if there's a comment, but there is a rating system there that shows us as 5 out of 5.
Yeah, I swear I saw a comment at some point, but I don't know how to find it.
Yeah, Facebook's algorithms are not the easiest to figure out. They're no LinkedIn. LinkedIn is like the most difficult thing on the planet to figure out, but
I will
Facebook
say
sometimes had some stuff.
Our top fan for 2 consecutive months is Margaret Finch. So
Nice.
Thank you, Margaret. You're always
you.
commenting on our posts and giving feedback that we can share with our guests. And we just love having you as part of the BizDojo family. So thank you.
And if you'd like to be the top fan and knock Margaret off her throne as top fan, get
Two
in
months in a
there.
row. Get in
Yeah.
there, start liking
Comment.
stuff, comment.
Share.
We got a couple angry faces, which I was excited about.
Yep. Well, I think we're the
Uh,
only podcast out there or any business who's like, send us some angry faces.
that's like the ultimate love, right? So if you're listening and you want to show that you love us, send us an angry face on one of our posts. That'll be our thing. That'll be between us.
People be like, why are they so angry at these guys? They don't seem like they're doing anything offside here.
Yeah.
Just a couple
Awesome.
guys on the podcast and a bunch of angry fans.
And hey, right, if you write some reviews, we'll share them on here and maybe we'll hook you up with I don't know. We got pens, we got mugs, we got coffee, we got all kinds of cool stuff. So
We've also got friends who have some stuff. Yeah, I see you're wearing the Livin stuff right now.
Yeah, can you make like a little like some kind of something?
Why
Maybe?
do you do that?
I don't know what is, but
I'll figure something out.
All right. No, we're living. Shout out to Stefan and all the cool things he's doing. Another one of our entrepreneur partners, I guess you would call it. And
Entrepreneurs.
Ugh.
That's why I said entrepreneurs.
Entrepreneurs.
Yep. Because
partners
is hard to say.
Yes. So anyway, shout out Livin. Check them out if you haven't. Livinclothing.ca. I'm struggling with that today.
We'll post it in the comments.
In the comments.
Yeah, we'll post it as a part of this episode. Don't worry.
The other delightful thing we've already talked at length about how this is like the comfiest hoodie that I've ever owned, but it also quite nicely matches my Blue Jays hat.
Nice. Yeah.
Blue Jay baby blue. With the like perfectly matches, right? So
yeah,
they had a delightful season opener yesterday. I didn't get to watch much of it, but I caught the 10th inning, and man, Julian Merriweather was dialed in.
They pulled in the W.
They did.
I saw here and there. I saw pieces of it, and then I saw the bottom of the 7th where they managed to get out of a jam with Aaron Judge up 1 out, bases loaded, and he hit into a double play. So it was tied. I think it was tied 2-2 at the time. So
2-1, because in the bottom of the 9th, Teoscar hit a dinger to tie it up, and then they went to extras, and Grichuk came through with I think a double that scored the run, because they do that thing now where they start a runner on second.
Yes, I like that.
Extra innings. Hey man, nobody wants to watch 20 innings of baseball, honestly.
Agreed.
Totally agreed. I love that they're at least speeding that part up a little bit. But I think what I like the most about that game is that's a game last year the Jays seemed to lose every time. Like they lost so many close games, and part of that is just the growing pains of having a young squad and going through that. But it was really nice to see them start the year off strong, and I was especially excited for Julian Merriweather. He was the player to be named later in the Josh Donaldson trade.
Nice. I forgot about that. I remember making jokes about it and being like, player to be named later, huh?
Hey man,
we'll figure out somebody for you. We just don't know who yet.
He looked dynamite. He was like half his pitches at least were 99 miles an hour.
How's old Josh doing?
He got hurt actually in his first game. He's with the Twins now. He's on like his 3rd or 4th team since the Jays, and he's okay. But
he's not. I know he's not at the bottom of the list, but I think he is definitely peaking in Toronto.
Yeah, I actually took a flyer on him and picked him up in my fantasy baseball draft earlier this week. That's the only reason why I know that he's injured. Hamstring. Yeah,
perfect. Good start to your fantasy season too. Huh?
I'm so happy baseball's back. I love and especially with the Raptors sort of
winding down,
going through whatever it is they're going through right now, having the young exciting Blue Jay team to watch. I'm pretty excited about.
It's always nice to see the opening of that season too. Like there's something about baseball season, start of spring, all those
I
sorts of
honestly
things that
like got as many messages saying happy opening day yesterday as I do for like Merry Christmas.
you have a
Like
very distinct set of friends, I think.
I had like group chats going. I was getting messages that yeah, like all day long, happy opening day, like high fives all around. Everybody's so excited.
you're you're like 200 happy opening days, 23 happy birthdays.
Honestly, from now on, if you just want to message me on opening day instead of my birthday, that's fine with me. They're close enough.
Love it.
Um, Coming up this week, we've got Dani and Victoria from City Moguls. So they are a company based out of Toronto. So we're expanding out again. We kind of did a couple episodes close to home, and now we're going across the country virtually. That is.
Well, and they go across the country virtually too. So they're based in Toronto. I think we've got a good mix of people from right across Canada who are attending their events. And actually they were mentioning some of the folks from the States who actually attend their events as well. So it's interesting.
Yeah, so we'll not spoil it too much, but basically what they're running now is a company where you get to network and meet other like-minded entrepreneurs, and it's really cool. I attended one of their networking events this week and had a ton of fun. Got to meet some people that otherwise I wouldn't have got to meet, and they also run some pretty cool programs. So
Nice.
we'll throw them in the link here and check out their website. They're doing some cool stuff.
Yeah, we were talking about it before we recorded, and I didn't get a chance to get to this one, but maybe get to the next one and do some speed networking.
Totally. What else do we got? You can see in the background.
Yeah,
the
you've
sign
got some
is up.
stuff on your walls.
Yeah, I'm working on it. It's a work in progress, but
Oh, you've got more stuff than what's that third one? I know the middle one's the J's. It's like Walkoffs, and that looks like Solani on the far right.
It is. It's the Timu
Yes.
Solani 70-second goal or whatever.
That's a weird celebration.
In his rookie season, he's like shooting a duck. I think duck hunt was popular back then. So that's probably.
But he's not right up against the TV with the gun. He should have gone right up against the boards.
Maybe they had a duck problem in the roof of the old Winnipeg Coliseum.
I would not be surprised.
So I've got Timo, I've got Ray Lewis, one of the greatest football players of all time, and then I've got Trevor Linden and Kirk McLean. Iconic photo from Game 6, I think, of the conference finals. I believe that game is from. And then I got the top Blue Jay home runs of all time, which, funny enough, has 4 of the people that were on my podium dynamic duos last week. We've got the Roberto Alomar home run in the playoffs the first year they won the World Series. We got the Joe Carter home run, obviously. The Joey Bats, which was not a walk-off, but
I mean, the bat walked off the face of the earth.
The bat walked off. I tell you, my favorite part of that whole sequence was Ryan Goins on the third baseline, just absolutely losing his mind. I will never that's the best part. And then the Eddie Encarnacion walk off. So those are the pictures that I have. So that's why they're on the wall. We'll be decorating as we go, but you can see in the background there, I've got the BizDojo sign. It's kind of hard to see with the lighting. Maybe I think we've got some pictures up on it, but I'll maybe post some other ones. But that is another job done by Beyond a Beaten Path, and just phenomenal work.
Yeah, it looks great. I love it. I love the walls there too, like the angles of those walls. There's something about a not quite square room that is intriguing.
Yeah, it's almost like an octagon in here, kind of, sort of.
Well, you're just getting ready for our fights in the future.
In the dojo.
One-on-one. Yeah. Yep, dojo fights.
It's nice. Like the table in here is also amazing. Shout out again to Aaron and my brother Cody for their craftsmanship on that. And honestly, hopefully before too long, at some point in the next 5 years, we can actually host some people in here. It'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we've already been talking to Earl a little bit about having him come and play
Earl's
some music.
He's in. It's just when can we do it safely, and then we're gonna do that.
Yeah, music doesn't sound as good through a mask. So
Yeah. Well, and then BizDojo Fest. I mean, let's start planning summer 2022. We'll figure that out. Think of all the guests we'll have by then.
Dojo Fest. Just this amazing concert series that everyone's going to come to. I love it.
Yeah, we're just gonna start recruiting guests based on their music and like all pre-planning for Dojo Fest 2022.
I
Maybe we'll
love
get
it.
like some, I don't know, some circus acts. I don't know, like some
Some
different.
sideshows. You want some sideshows?
Yeah, I want like a fire
So,
eater
so,
and
so Earl's up on stage playing some reggae, and we've got some bearded woman and a fire eater walking around.
sure, let's do
I
it.
love
That'll be
it.
fun.
I love it.
One other thing on the way out of here is I actually started the Indigenous course you recommended.
Awesome. How do you
Yeah,
feel about it so far?
I'm 2 weeks in. I will say your little hack there about increasing the speed on the lectures was nice because I was able to kind of get through it a little quicker
There's
and
a
I
lot
passed
of
all the tests. So
there's a lot of pauses and just some slower speech in some parts. So like that 1.25 to 1.5 times range is really good, and you don't lose anything from it really. Like you're not.
yeah, and the tests, like you do have to pay attention. There's
Yeah.
like ten questions at the end of each chapter, and I haven't got 100% yet, but I'm in the ballpark. I'm not the greatest at multiple choice. It's a fatal flaw of mine. But anyway, it's been, we just kind of went through the fur trade and maybe you just forget, or I don't even like, I don't really remember what I learned in history class, but I don't really remember this version.
It's very, very different when you hear how things went from the other perspective versus what
Well, I,
you might learn in school, which is why they're changing some of what you learn in school, right?
I think the biggest thing to me that I didn't maybe realize or think about was, you know, there's a lot of differences between what happened in Canada and the US.
Yeah.
And like the fur trade was heavily reliant on indigenous people for like 250 years. Like that's a long time. And
Yeah.
there was a lot of integration, particularly of, French people, the Métis, like it's just such a broad history that spanned generations.
Well, and the
Uh,
agreements, right? Like one of the interesting things to me was the number of agreements that were made based on the fur trade that, the just certain things were put in place that maybe never came to fruition the way that they were supposed to, which is why we find ourselves in the challenges that we have today.
Yeah, I think I'm just getting it. Like the last lesson I did was just sort of on the end of the fur trade and sort of the position that indigenous people were in, because they'd become economically dependent on the fur trade for 200 plus years. And then, I'm sure it'll be very interesting to get into this next chapter on the treaties
Yeah, I
and
think I think the week kind of 4 to 8 window was the most eye-opening for me. It was all eye-opening, but that window I was just like blown away. That's where I slowed down and started doing like one lesson a week. And I was just it was hard to take it all in and keep it all in mind. So I slowed down and really started paying attention. It was crazy.
yeah. So check it out.
It's
It's on
free.
Corsa. It's
It
free.
Coursera.
Coursera. Coursera. It was developed by the University of Alberta. And you want to learn more about the history of Canada, particularly the Indigenous, views on things. I think it's
It's
well
worth,
worth.
yeah, it is worth every penny being free. You can also, there is a $65 payment that you can make to get a certificate of completion for it, if that's something that would be of benefit for you in your daily job, or if it's just something that you would want to proudly display to say, hey, I took this, I'm trying to do my best to understand and help out. So, and that money goes to the University of Alberta Indigenous Studies faculty. Faculty doesn't go to the faculty. It goes to the
It goes to
area
someone
of
somewhere.
the U of A that deals with Indigenous studies. So it's a worthwhile investment of money as well. If you decide to do that, It's not the
I did.
faculty. It's good.
I did. I figured, what the hey? Let's get a
Yep. Me too.
little certificate. Maybe throw it up on the wall in the dojo. So I think so that I'm gonna work on that a little bit this weekend and get some chocolate and
And eat it all next week and the week after and the week
eat
after.
it all next week. That's living.
That is all right.
All right. All right. All right. All right. Well, have a great
Enjoy the
weekend,
long
JP.
weekend. Yeah.
Yeah. And if anyone is looking to get their fill of coffee, we're putting in an order this weekend. So give us a DM or a shout.
Either the Dojo Dark or the Master's Medium blend. We
Master's
have the
Medium.
regular roast now, so get your name
Equally
in there.
delightful, just different. That's the
Equally
saying.
delightful. Just new tagline. Dojo Dark. It's really bleeping good. Master's Medium. Equally delightful.
Just different.
Love it.
All right. Later.